Cowboy, aren't you glad we slipped in?
I sure hope this plan of yours works.
Rocks under the snow.
All right, we're here at Deer Creek Reservoir for a little winter after storm fishing. I sure had a hard time getting you out of bed, you know that?
But the solar lunar charts said I didn't have to be here till noon.
Yeah, we're fishing the solar lunar chart strategy today because she didn't want to get out of bed. So I'll hope her idea works. It said, what, 12?
11 maybe to like 2.
11 to 2, which that's way late for me, but
yep, perfect for me.
We better catch some fish.
Okay.
You're in big trouble otherwise.
Well, let's get going. Cowboy, what are we going to start out with?
Well, all such we can run 2 poles here in Utah. So all such I want one with power bait for rainbows, and then we'll set up a little floating jig, and we'll use that in case there's some perch in the area or walleye. And then if you want your jake slur to sit and play with for a minute or two, we can throw one of them on.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's document the time here. It is almost 10:30, a little earlier than the lunar chart said, but let's see what happens. You got that power bait on yet?
Getting there.
I know it's your favorite.
Yeah, slimy goo. Why the trout's like this?
It smells yummy.
Of course they eat bugs, so why not this? All right, bottom rig, about 18 inches off the bottom. It's not too deep here. Show me that amazing cast.
What's the next rig?
Well, I was going to go on the bottom for perch, but it's pretty shallow here. I don't think the perch are in this shallow this late in the winter. So I just put a jig with a mealy worm under a bobber and let that just kind of drift around, I don't know, 10 feet down, and see if there's anything that wants to grab that. All right, so a bit of science. What's going on with these solar lunar tables, and is there anything behind it? The general thoughts is when the moon and the sun creates gravitational pulls, particularly the moon, that very similar to ocean tides, there can be changes in currents even in smaller freshwater bodies, and that is believed by some people to cause a trigger in fish that they might start to feed or become more active. So that's one of the theories. One of the ideas that is believed is when the moon and the sun are kind of opposite of each other, so the moon is directly underneath or directly overhead, is one of the peak periods. That's why there's often 2 peak feeding periods in a day. And another idea is that when they're about 90 degrees to you, there's a smaller peak period. The big one is believed to be around 2 to 3 hours, and the smaller one sometimes 45 minutes to an hour. Buy that in if you want to. I don't know. Cookie's had a couple of bites already, but I wouldn't call it fast and furious. You know, no matter whether the solar table, lunar table works or not, there's still a lot of other factors, obviously. We're not so foolish as to think that's the only thing that would drive behavior. We just came out of a snowstorm yesterday, so we've had a rapid change in the barometric pressure. Not my ideal time to fish. It's also the middle of the winter. They tend to be a little less aggressive and active this time of the year. Certainly, sun up, sun down, shades, that sort of thing, they can all have an impact. Time of the year, lots of other factors involved, but I don't believe that the solar lunar table is going to drive a rapidly aggressive bite today, but it's an interesting thing to play around with, and Cookie got to sleep in. So how you doing, Cookie?
Well, we're moving into that prime solar lunar time.
So it's about noonish.
It's 11.
Yeah, okay, getting close.
Getting closer. I've had one bite, pretty weak bite. So what some of you may not know, Cowboy likes to go where there is no people, nobody. And sometimes that means he ignores the obvious when there are clusters of people fishing a certain area. So maybe because we bypassed all the people, we're just in the wrong spot.
Don't listen to a thing she's saying. Can't be true. Cookie's getting all excited. She just had one to grab it and take it under the rock, and there's 2 or 3 jumping. She thinks there's some sort of feeding frenzy going on.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I hope so, because we promised buckwheat fish for dinner.
And it's getting cold.
Right now, I'm gonna have to stop at Lee's Market to get it. Cookie's got one biting. Solar loon fish. Oh, I just saw it let go. How rude! It took your bait.
I bet it did. Hey, Cowboy.
Yeah.
So there's another YouTuber just showed up just down the bank from us.
Yeah.
He was there less than 2 minutes and brought in a fish.
So what's your problem?
I don't know. Go find out what he's using.
Well, you've had 3 on. If you just go find out what he's using. He's using power bait. I can see from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just catch one, why don't you?
Okay. Cowboy.
What? Why are you whispering?
He got another one.
He did.
What's our problem?
We didn't get here early enough.
No, he got here after us.
Why are you whispering?
So we were getting ready to move down here closer to where the ice is receding, and another gentleman came over the rise, and so we stopped and let him have the spot. Within less than 30 minutes he had 4 fish, which is the limit that you can keep on rainbows. So he's packed up and left, so we have moved down, and let's see if we have the same kind of luck. So we used a lot of different spinners, a lot of different presentations, just not getting any action, so we're just going all bait. We got 3 different poles with 3 different kinds of bait. What have we tried, Cowboy? I think we've tried maggots, power bait, worms. Yep, it's getting a little bit frustrating, but anyway, we'll keep going for a little bit longer while we're in that magic hour. Not seeing them surface like they were. I don't know. It's starting to get cold. Fish for a little bit. Maybe we'll regroup at the track and come up with a plan.
Cookie, what you making for dinner?
Sausage and biscuits, because we didn't catch any fish.
We didn't catch no fish.
You're probably going to give me grief, aren't you?
No, I had a good time. It was a nice fine evening, afternoon, beautiful day. I just need your phone.
Why?
So I can put in a time for 4:30 tomorrow morning so we can wake up early and go catch some fish.
Just go away.
Hand me that phone. Give me that phone now.